Okay, so here we go. Now, I would say, looking at a match like this is the swing game for Ali. In other words, he can't let this game get away. But again, if you look at the score here, and this is where this goes into game management and match management, is you're looking at this game, and if he loses this game, then to win the rest of the match, he has to beat Mei 4-1.
Yes, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
People don't think of those numbers. This is where
That's
the gambling
right.
aspect. In other words, you're looking at the numbers and the odds of this expectation here. If he gets behind 3-1, he now has to beat him 4-1 to win this match.
That's correct.
So this is crucial, this game.
That's right. Most rooms where we have held the nationals, typically allow some amount of free practice
Sure.
at the nationals, and also the USSA runs the nationals like every year, and it's typically in the summer.
Got it. Okay.
And all you need to be is a member of the United States Snooker Association,
Okay.
which is a $25 fee.
Sure.
And anybody can enter the U.S. nationals. We do have a restriction with respect to the number of players, just because we try to run it within 4 days.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's just a question of how many tables you have. I mean, yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he has a tough cut back into the center pocket.
Yeah, he made a good shot.
Oh,
See,
he's been extremely unlucky.
See this happening too often for myself, going off the blue.
He pocketed the blue, split the reds, but essentially made a foul. I mean, since the red went in as well, it's actually a foul.
Yeah, when you're playing the on ball, which in this case was the blue, it's not like the reds. When you're shooting a red, you're entitled to make multiple reds. But when you're shooting a colored, you're only entitled to make that color.
That color, exactly.
Otherwise, it's a foul, and you don't even get credit for the point if you made the red.
That's correct. And and on the same note, if you pocket a red and then you pocket a color that's not a red, then that's a foul also.
Gotcha.
Any sort of strategy to use on these type of shots? cuts inside.
Yeah, actually, this is a very, very important shot. He's been very unlucky. But navigating the cue ball in between the balk colors and back towards the red is also a shot that a lot of players practice.
Okay.
A lot. Because accurate position, after you pocket the blue back towards the reds, which are typically at the top of the table, is extremely important.
So, like for instance, that position he was in, how would you address the cue ball? Would you use side to get? Yeah,
it's almost always played with side, or you call it English.
Check,
you call it English.
And it's inside English, which is check, the way you guys refer to it.
So there are two ways. If you're on the right-hand side of the blue towards the bottom, he's played a fantastic snooker there. And you want to go in between the brown and the yellow. Then you would play check side like you suggested, and come back in between the brown and the yellow.
And again, you're talking about the right side of the blue as we're facing the table, right?
As we're facing the table. Okay. But there might be an occasion where you want to come around the yellow and not between the yellow and the brown, and you would use running side or or left hand side in this case.
It was interesting to watch him play that shot because this is what I thought he was going to do, was try to roll right up the balls, but he played it way too hard. I mean, in that case, he didn't want to have to get put back behind the ball. Now that we understand that rule better, we see how devastating that can be.
Yeah, he's left Ali a fantastic opening. I think he can just play a stun shot where the white would stop exactly where the red is and be on the black.
And again, another thing, and this is typical in American straight pool tournaments, is we play what's called all fouls, object ball fouls. So if he were to touch a ball, or his shirt foul, his shirt touched a ball, or he bumped,
that's a foul.
It's a foul, and then he loses his inning. And he also loses, if he's on the black, it would be a 7-point foul, or and naturally accordingly to whatever ball he was on.
Yeah. He played to get the red that he's very close to out of the way, so that he could play the other red. But I think he's got a reasonable angle to play the red on the left hand side of the black, and he would actually get it out of the way, and the black pocketable on both the pockets, in both the pockets. So it's an important shot coming up.
That was a nice touch.
He now has a few options. He can play a stun shot with a lot of power and essentially come towards the top cushion and back towards the two reds on the right hand side. That's exactly what he tried.
Yeah, he got pretty good. He tried to play between them. And one thing that in snooker, the way that you call a foul when you're close to the ball is far more, how do I say it? The regulation seems to be stricter than in pocket billiards, because if you're frozen to a ball in pocket billiards, you're actually allowed to shoot through the ball. But in snooker, you have to shoot away from it.
That's right. Yeah, he has very little angle that remain on the black, so he decided to go towards the balk color.